Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're tackling something absolutely crucial in English grammar, tenses. Now, I know, grammar rules can sometimes feel a bit intimidating, right? But seriously, don't sweat it. By the end of this explainer, you're going to have all 12 tenses completely mastered. We're going to look at the patterns, and honestly, you'll see just how beautifully simple the whole shebang actually is. So let's just dive right in.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with what tenses actually are. Then we'll master the present, explore the past, and predict the future. After that, I've got a master summary cheat sheet for you, and we'll wrap the whole thing up with a quick classroom quiz.
All right, part 1. What exactly are tenses, and how do they relate to the concept of time? Before we get into the weeds, let's strip things down to the absolute basics. Why do we even have tenses? Well, a tense is, quite simply, the time of an action. It tells us exactly when a specific event or piece of work is happening. Without tenses, we'd be totally lost. We wouldn't know if something happened yesterday, is going on right now, or is scheduled for tomorrow. They are literally the clock of our language.
Think of it kind of like a timeline. Take the exact same action, playing cricket. Watch how the verb shifts based entirely on the clock. In the past, I played cricket. Right now, in the present, I play cricket. And in the future, I will play cricket. See that shift? We're dealing with 3 main time zones, and each one of those has 4 specific forms. 3 times 4, boom, that gives us our total of 12 tenses.
Moving right along to part 2, mastering the present, or as I like to call it, the now. Let's kick things off with the simple present. The formula is super easy. It's literally just your subject plus the first form of the verb, maybe tossing in an S or ES depending on who's doing the action, and then your object, like I play football or she reads a book. We use this everyday structure for habits, daily routines, or just general facts, things that are consistently true in your day-to-day life.
Next up is the present continuous. The formula tweaks just a bit here. Take your subject, add am, is, or are, and then you just slap an ing onto your verb. I am studying. They are playing cricket. That ing is a dead giveaway, folks. It screams that an action is continuous. We use this strictly for work that is in progress right this very second.
Okay, stepping into the present perfect. The math here is subject plus has or have, followed by the third form of the verb, which we'll just call V3. For instance, I have completed my homework, or she has written a letter. What's really fascinating about this one is that the action itself is totally finished, but its effect is still hanging around in the present. You did the homework, but that completed assignment is sitting right there on your desk. It's a past action with a very now reality.
Wrapping up our present block, we've got the present perfect continuous. The structure is subject plus has or have been, plus our ing verb, and then either since or for. I have been studying for 2 hours. This is absolutely perfect for describing an action that started in the past but is still going strong right now. Just remember, use for when you have a set duration, like 2 hours, and use since for a specific starting point on the clock, like since morning.
Part 3, exploring the past, also known as the finished. Let's jump into the time machine and look at actions that are completely done and dusted.
We'll start with the simple past. Look at how incredibly easy this formula is. Subject plus the second form of the verb, or V2, and your object. I visited Lahore. He played football. That is literally it. It's the most direct way to say a job is totally finished in the past. There are no helper verbs needed for positive statements here, just that V2 doing all the heavy lifting.
Now for the past continuous, the formula is subject plus was or were plus that familiar ing verb. I was reading a book. They were playing cricket. Notice something there? That ing pattern is exactly the same as it was in the present tense, but we swapped out am and is for the past tense markers was and were. It paints a vivid picture of an action that was actively unfolding during a specific moment back in the day.
Next, we hit the past perfect. The structure is subject plus had plus V3. I had finished my work before dinner. She had left before I arrived. Think of this tense like a time machine within the past. You use it when you've got 2 past actions, and you really need to clarify which one was completely finished before the other one even started.
Rounding out our historical journey is the past perfect continuous. Subject plus had been plus the ing verb along with since or for. He had been working for 3 hours. You'd use this for an ongoing action in the past that led right up to another moment in the past. It perfectly mirrors our present perfect continuous version, just shifted entirely into the rear view mirror.
Part 4, predicting the future, the not yet.
let's shift our focus forward and talk about what's still to come.
The simple future is incredibly straightforward. Subject plus will plus V1. I will help you. She will visit Karachi. That word will is a total game changer. It's your ultimate, easy-to-spot helper verb. The second you hear it or say it, you immediately know we're talking about a prediction, a promise, or a plan that hasn't happened yet.
Moving to the future continuous. The structure expands just a bit. Subject plus will be plus our trusty ing verb. I will be studying tomorrow. They will be traveling next week. See how that continuous pattern just keeps applying perfectly? It puts you right in the middle of doing something at a specific moment in time tomorrow or next week.
Then comes the future perfect. Subject plus will have plus V3. I will have completed my work by 5 p.m. Here, you're basically mentally jumping forward in time, say to 5 p.m., and looking backward at an action that will already be finished by that specific point. Honestly, it's the absolute best tense for setting deadlines.
And finally, our 12th tense, the future perfect continuous. Now, it's the longest formula, but seriously, don't let it freak you out. Subject plus will have been plus the ing verb and since or for. I will have been teaching for 5 years by next year. It looks long, sure, but it's really just the exact same basic building blocks we've already learned stacked together to show an ongoing action reaching a specific duration in the future.
Part 5, the tense summary table, which is basically your ultimate cheat sheet. We've gone through all the moving parts, so let's tie the math of language all together into one master resource.
Look at how this all connects. Across the top, we have simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Down the side, present, past, and future. Notice the patterns here. All continuous tenses, present, past, and future, use ing. All perfect tenses use the third form of the verb, V3. It's like a giant puzzle, and all the pieces fit perfectly. Once you see these visual patterns, you don't even have to memorize random rules. You can just logic your way through it in your head. I highly recommend taking a quick screenshot of this cheat sheet.
And finally, part 6, a quick classroom quiz to test your knowledge. You've absorbed the theory, so let's shift from passive watching to active solving. Let's see what actually stuck.
I'm going to read 4 sentences, and you try to identify the exact tense for each one. Ready? Number 1. She is reading a book. Think about that is and ing. Yep, that's present continuous. Number 2. They played cricket yesterday. Notice that simple second form verb? That's the simple past. Number 3. I have completed my homework. Well, have plus V3 gives us the present perfect. And number 4, we will visit Islamabad tomorrow. That powerful will gives it right away, doesn't it? Simple future. So how'd you do?
And that's a wrap on our explainer today. Remember, correct tense equals correct English communication. It's really that simple. Your homework challenge today is to write 5 original sentences for each of the 12 tenses using that cheat sheet we just went over. Mastering these structures is literally the key to fluent, effortless communication. So I'll leave you with this. What stories will you tell the world now that you have the power to flawlessly travel through time with your words? Keep practicing, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.